Hey, love bugs, it's Rosalind back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, just thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, excuse me, y'all. If you have been, watching the videos, and I meant to say that, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. I'll probably say that twice. But if you're comfortable enough, drop a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos just give you a good vibe that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath, they're going through trying times at the moment and just needing spiritual guidance, confirmation, validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share them. While you're at it, give your thumbs up, like, and also share the social media favorites wherever you see fit. I'm sorry, y'all, I just finished eating. Wherever you see fit, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The video I'm doing right now is Twin Flame 101, Heyokas. Don't doubt the changes you're urging to make. You're becoming what the world really needs right now, and it is so, so true. We face a lot of good things, but we're facing a lot of bad things. Sometimes it's more downs than it is ups at time, and a lot of times that leads you towards something you never expected. And as soon as I said it, I'm like, chills. I'm like, ugh, okay. This must be a good subject that they're glad I talked about. So appreciate it. Thank you. A lot of times we doubt. We doubt our challenges. We doubt ourselves throughout our challenges. We create a barrier of fear when we don't understand where is it leading, not having faith in ourselves, or not having faith in what universe is guiding us towards, or God is guiding us towards. And it can be very hard, and those different things. And it's just like, and they always tell you, don't, you have so many creative talents and stuff like that. Don't ever doubt that. And a lot of times we're like, what are we going to do? Because there are times I'm like, oh my God, what do you want me to do? Just urge me, send me the light for that, and just like I was saying in my last video, I'm saying it again, I'm starting a new support group. Usually I'll do like 5 or 6 videos, or even 7 videos. And then I always have chat, but I haven't been doing it lately. So I said I wanted to start this up, and I was just like, just getting confirmation from the universe. It's like, you want me to talk about this? And all of a sudden spiritual chills came up. So it's just, where a lot of us are struggling, whether we not to truly admit it or not, and it's like staying focused, staying positive, being able to trust within ourselves, even though we don't understand where God's leading us to. So it's just like, I wanted to start this off, twice a week. And if it works out and it turns out really good, I want us to start doing it like 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and still hold my chats up as well. Sometimes I may combine, or just being able to see how I can, add this and bring something else to the table. Because it's like, I really love doing my videos. It teaches me a lot through those times, because a lot of times they'll guide me to say something like, ooh, either I'll see a post, or I can be talking to somebody and I'll hear something, I'm like, hey, I hope you don't mind, I'm gonna tell them, I ain't speaking on what we spoke on, but I want to be able to use this as content, because I know people may be, dealing with those certain things. So it's like showing you a creative mind, a creative vibe that they want you to venture it, and they don't want you to second guess that. You're getting those urges for a reason. So you want to be able to do that, be a risk taker, allowing yourself to just take that leap of faith. They rather for you to take it and, don't automatically think you're going to fail it because you don't know. A lot of times when they tell us, if you do things that you're scared of doing, that shows you a lot about yourself, on where you're allowing yourself to step out of your zones of comfort, and do that. And now it's just like, I have to be very assertive with my own self. I can't be just telling y'all something and I'm just like, tiptoeing around certain things. It's like that's being a hypocrite, and I don't want to be that way. So, it's just like a lot of different things that I have to get back in mode to be doing, that I've slacked off of, going through a lot of different things, and, feeling vibes of depression, especially around this time of year. It's like my mom's anniversary is tomorrow, and I'm really trying to like shake that off, and I know my mom's in a better place, but when it comes to like her birthday or her transition day, it gets very hard for me. So I'm just trying to allow myself to just shake out of that depression. If it's sad, even if I don't do videos, I want to dedicate this video to her today, in case. I'm just like, I don't know what's going to bring tomorrow, but hopefully I'll just, get into my vibe of really just shaking it off, because I know she don't want me being like that, and I know she's always there. So it's just like when you're allowing yourself to be open, it's like I'm always urged, and I always feel like it's better to be transparent, especially when you do my videos. I talk about the things that is necessary to talk about. There's a lot of things that I just choose not to, because it's like if you're working on healing from those things, you don't want to keep speaking on those things, because it's not good. So I just choose to leave. I'm working on leaving my past in my past, and just allowing that to work out for itself, and allow myself to really appreciate what my past has taught me, no matter how traumatic it is, no matter how hurtful it is, negative, whatever. It impacted me in a way, but it brought me towards a purpose I never see myself going on to. And and it's just, my situation is how it unfolded is really surprised me in a lot of ways. Even though I'm not exactly where I want to be at right now, God lets me know I'm right where I need to be at right now. So it's going to be okay, because I learned so much about myself from that. I used to always worry about, is people going to believe my situation? Is people going to believe in me? Or is people going to react to me negatively? Or is people going to, love me just the same, and stuff like that. And I've gotten mixed things, but it's just like, it's really more important about how I see myself. What other people feel about me, it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's how I see myself. And I'd work hard on not allowing myself to see myself in those ways. Because I used to, I'm not going to lie about that. I did, it was a lot of different things that I got growing up, that it didn't have that kind of support on one side, not saying both sides, but my mom was always telling me, you can do anything you want, you put your mind to do, if you want to do it, and she would tell me that. But it was like on the other side, I didn't really get it that much. It was like very dry, and it was something I had to really grow out of. I went through some stuff yesterday, and I felt so proud of myself because I aired it all out. And it's just like, what, when you aired it out, just leave it as it is, take that power back, and allow yourself to say, it's forgiven, it's done, and you're taking your power back. And it's just like, you don't know how many times when you decide to make a decision in your life, and they always tell you, when you make a very risky decision on different choices, and it doesn't matter where it is, and you find peace in it, that means that you did the right thing. Even though it made you feel scary, because I was like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? I don't want to say I did something, out of anger or rage or anything like that, but just be peaceful about it. And I got the most beautiful confirmation. And it's just like going through those different things. It always tells you, don't doubt that when you're bringing something to your life, and you're not hurtful towards people, you're not allowing yourself to let others of what they're trying to project towards you hurt you. And a lot of times it's hard not to do that, and then going through those things, you're dealing with that. You'll keep allowing yourself to even go through the challenges and say, you know what, this is challenging me. And I just have to allow myself to let it continue challenging me towards something, because it's giving me a new direction of something I never probably had the courage on doing, and those are the things you'll be like, you know what, I'm very grateful these things took place. And, it really showed me, stuff about myself, and it was giving me that character of, never second guessing that, because there's so many things that's going on in the world, and you can really see the stuff that's going on in the world. It's just like, I'm like, it got the devil written all over it, it just feel like hell on earth, just for all the different things that's going on. You see these school shootings, I didn't even read up on those yet, and I don't even think I want to. After the Astro World thing that went on last week, that was just like, really heartbreaking. There's so many different things that's going on into the world where, when is it going to stop? It's always somebody that took their family out, or, especially on the holidays. And I'm just like, it's sick and disgusting to me when you kill somebody. But on a holiday on top of that, it just really shows, and it just makes me into that point where, even when you're an empath, we don't like bullies and we don't like things that just happen where, my whole face is like, it'll be doing one of those. I'm like, Robin, stop. Like, I don't care. I don't care. This is something that is just really done got up under my skin and don't work my last nerve. I'm so tired of this, going on in the world. I used to tell my friends, I would say, can we give all the negative people their own planet and go all through ours? Ain't got to worry about it. Maybe boring. It may be, not living it up, but that's okay. They over there just having, crazy chaos and allow them to go ahead and let it do what it do. We over here, in peaceful plantations and different stuff like that, and where it's just so peaceful and everybody's just loving each other. Everybody is, no matter what it is, everybody loves each other. Everybody's equal, and different stuff like that. And it was just like, but no, we got to change the world. And I'm just like, okay, but it's just like a lot of times people feel like things can't get different, things can't change, and that's where our part of our healing is coming from. If you have gone through some major pitfalls, and a lot of times it's like, folks, it was like, I thought my situation was hard for me to digest. I be choking on it, like sometimes like, no, this is not my life. This is not what I'm going through. This is just not real, because it feels so surreal to me at times. But then it always, that heartbreak, that you constantly heal from, it always brings me back to reality. And it was just like, when I can allow myself to see my situation on how it is, and it's just like, before I was so enraged, like I wanted to see justice, I wanted to get vengeance, and I felt like I was entitled to that. And it's like with my situation, even if it was like where you can lock somebody up for the things that they did, I had tears in my eyes, and it's just that, people that have done the things that they've done to me has already lived in their prison. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to further go in that way, because when people have done things to you that you really want to place harm on them for what they did, you create that mass for them, that you become them. And when I was telling y'all about the movie I was watching, the show, it was called Midnight Mass, and it reminded me of that, because it was this girl, she was wheelchair bound, and I don't know how it actually happened, because I heard bits and pieces, but it just gave me a lump in my throat, and it just really reminded me of my situation, where she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, she felt. But everybody says things happen for a reason in that way. But she was just having a Father Day, just chilling with her father, and then the guy, I guess he shot a gun. I don't know if it was like he was aiming at something that ricocheted, and it went to her, and it hit her in her spine. And where it hit her in the spine, it made her, paralyzed for a long time. And it was like she had so much hatred for that man, and basically that man came to town drunk, and she's like, I wanted to hate you so much. I wanted to hate you so much. And it was just like, you walk around, you drink, and you do this and you do that. And I was bawling, because I felt that in a very deep sense. I felt that. And she was just like, even if I wanted to hate you, I can't. So I forgive you. You already can tell by the choices you make, you've hated yourself, and I can't allow you to have that part of me. You already took enough of me. I'm not giving you any more. And when I was just like, oh, you need it. I was like still trying to think about it. I had to think to the side before I start bursting out into tears, because, it's like with my situation, it gave me so much peace when I said that. And I really felt like my ancestors, it just got emotional for them. And it's just like, no matter how much pain a person has put on me, people have put on me, that it shook me to the core, Even if I could be that person that can decide to confine somebody to an institution, and I feel like the decisions you have made in your life to do what you did, you are already in a prison of your own because of the decisions you chose to make. I don't want to add towards that. I have my own life. There's still things that you can still rehabilitate yourself. I mean, it's just the fact that you show me your truth, and keep me a distance with you. I won't invite you for dinner or anything like that, but well, maybe, I never know. But it's at that time where I can't allow myself to be living in anger and pain, because it's just like you're basically doing the things that actually gave you that reason to have that. And it's just like people that have done things, have treated you wrongly, fairly, ill will towards you, to just really make you just go renegade and put that in not just their lives, but everybody else's lives, that remind you of certain things that pain brought you. That person is already in their own prison of pain, because it's just like when you allow yourself to free yourself, because a lot of times we feel like we can't get out, and you're making that change where it's like, it's brave. It may be hard for you, but it's going to justify you in so many ways. And a lot of times we try to understand why things go the way they go, and it doesn't feel fair. And it seems like the enemy is, winning. No, it's actually not. It's actually giving you a broader perspective of not, there are certain things, yeah, you need to do time for. There are certain things that people do, I just can't allow myself to affiliate with that, because I don't know what that experience feels like, and I'm not wanting to, but there's a lot of things that's going on in my life where I really just wanted to see people pay for that dearly, just because of all the things that I was robbed from. But when it came to that point of me getting peace, it was like you were already in your prison when you decided what you were going to do to me. And I mean, there's a lot of times I sit here and cry, especially when it comes to certain days or certain pictures or certain things that come up that reminds me of what that was, or what I felt like I've lost, or whatever. And now it's just like, I chose to change my way of looking at the things that brought me to my path, being able to see things and people, and not allowing myself to let my vibes change, if I was to see them face to face, seeing them in my mind. I had to allow myself to say, stop allowing yourself to give things like, subjects, or, a focus, or whatever it is you're giving your power to, that takes away from the good part of you. Yes, you've been violated in some kind of way. I can, talk about my issues and my pain, and it's just like I've said, I really wanted people to pay for what they did to me, did to my family and stuff like that. But it's just like, you know, let God handle that. Your purpose is to show people you can still be rehabilitated if you choose to. It's not easy. It's not. It's not easy whatsoever. And you're taking this courage that you never knew you had. And when I say, I mean, I'm trying all I can not to cry right now, because I never knew I was going to get to this point where I can actually say that and mean it. From I'm like, yeah, I may say it today, but I may not mean it tomorrow. No. Even when there may be different times where that ego was wanting to come and, hey, I'll just come in. I'm good. You ain't even got to come over. I'm about to put a restraining order on you. Leave me alone. Or that pain wants to come knocking. I have to allow myself to know it's okay. It's okay, because you don't went through something very vicious. Something very painful that a lot, there's some people that can identify with what you're going through. And there are certain things that they have to chill from, And I know what was I watching the other day? I think it was on Inside Edition or whatever, where this guy was getting ready to sign up for school. He was trying to go to college, and he was signing all these papers, and the stuff kept coming back saying that your social security number is not matching with your name, and it was, no, I don't think it was Inside Edition. I don't know which one it was, but it was something I was watching, and then I knew it was meant for me to watch that. And it was just like he really doesn't really remember his childhood like that. It was kind of different, and he was always living with his dad, and he thought his name was this way, thought his dad's name was this way. And then to come to find out, guidance counselors and stuff was helping him out. So I'm trying to understand, why my social security number is not matching up with my name. Come to find out, he done got a whole new identity, and didn't know that his dad took him away from his mom, and I guess it was just the fact that she was about to leave him and she left, and he took him, his son, moved across states and emptied the bank account out and left, and the mom was depressed for years. I mean, they went through this, like, I think he was taken like when he was like 4 or 5, and he didn't get a chance to see his mom until he was like out of school, getting ready to go to college. So it was like, I think it was like 17 or 18. And I was sitting up here just bawling, and I said, my situation was kind of like that, but he had somewhat of a better upbringing than I did. But it's still the tragedy of knowing that you've been living a lie your whole life. And he was just like my dad. He was a good dad, and they were about to do time. He was like, he was about to get like 50 years for what he did. And he was just like, he never abused me. Yes, he may have lied to me, but but other than that, he was a really good dad. So instead of him getting that major time, they only gave him like 4 years, and the mom didn't want to be videoed because it was like, it went viral. So, it was just like, she let the lawyer speak for her, and that woman didn't know what happened, if her son was alive. Birthdays would come up, and, it got so bad where she was just sleeping on her friend's couch because she couldn't stay where she was. And when I felt that, it was a lot, because I know how that felt for you to be living a lie, how you knew the truth, but it was discarded from you for so long. And now you have to sit with that. You have to sit with that. And, I've dealt with my pain in a lot of ways. Sometimes I had to just take days to myself on special days that I could not express anything, in anger, because I can't speak my truth about certain things. And it felt like I felt very violated for that, because I said, this is, my parent. This is, somebody I loved, and I was denied, and he was denied. And just knowing that pain a parent can feel when you're separated from your child, and you just want that connection, and that pain, it can carry for a long time, because it's just like with my situation, it's not just in pain for me, but it's in pain for my parents, and that runs deep. And it's just like, now when I feel it, it's not anger, but it's that it's like that sadness that you feel that, your dad didn't get to see you grow up, or, see you getting ready to go to the prom or anything like that. I have 3 children, his grandchildren. And, it's beautiful, because it's like, when I know what my family side of my father's side of the family looks like, and it's like my children looks strictly like them, and it's beautiful that can carry on like that. And so it is just for me to be able to live in my mind of peace. I had to be able to let that go. I had to be able to allow myself to snatch my power back and say, this does not define me. Be brave about that. Don't feel like you have to second guess yourself for saying, if I allow this to make peace, is this saying that I'm saying it's okay for what these people did? They took so much from me. They took so much from my dad, and I never got a chance to really, experience that. I didn't know anything until after my dad's passing. And that was very hard for me. And at times, I still get choked up about that, but I see a smile on his face, is knowing that, it's okay to heal. It's okay to let that go. It's not putting shame on what took place in your life. And it's not telling you that, you know, because you're healing and you're allowing yourself to take your power back, that you're giving that, you're condoning what has taken place, but you're allowing yourself to not let that restrict you in your life. Don't allow pain to keep you held back when you can do so much more, you know, because there's so many things in the world where people limit themselves because of the things that has taken place in their life that you can't change. You can just allow it to change you in a better. So it's just, you're getting that peace, you know, you're getting that understanding, like it's, you know, it's okay to be okay, and it's okay to not be okay. But the things that you're changing into your life, y'all, I'm sorry, I don't mean to get emotional, but you're changing things in your life that, you know, the world really needs to see right now, you know, because there's so many different things that's going on in the world, and it becomes a lot, you know, and a lot of times it's like, it's like any other empath. I can't sit up here and watch a lot of the stuff that's taking place in the world. The news gives me the heaves. I can't just watch it all the time like that. It's like, I don't even have cable. So it's like a lot of things that comes up on the YouTube, and it's just like, oh, does it ever end? Does it ever stop? And it's just like, no. But those are the things, well, it will, you know, when we're allowing ourselves to face our own situations and be very brave, you know, and be very, you know, strong, you know. And it's a lot of times we don't feel like we have that within us, but it's just like, if you really, really reach back and look at the things that you have faced, you have overcome, you had to allow yourself to just be able to say, okay, I have to claim that, but I'm not going to allow that to hold me back. I can do a lot better, you know. And that's the things that, you know, it becomes blessings from the things that we're challenging ourselves with. It's like, what if you like this? You know, what if, you know, I got to start doing things where I got to find fun ways to be able to do it, and not allow it, feel like, I got to do this. I don't want to do it. You know, I can't, you know, but it'll finding different ways that, you know, there are different things you got to get done in your life that it is going to be beneficial towards you in the long run, even if you don't feel like doing it. You know, there's a reason why they keep urging you to do it. So, you know, stay consistent. Never doubt the direction you're being guided in. You know, even though it may be feeling scary, it be, you know, maybe feeling like you're, you know, you're walking on the tightrope. And I mean, just think about that, make my stomach just, ugh, I can't do heights. But, you know, it's something that can be very scary, but it can be very nurturing at the same time. And then there's parts of yourself that you're allowing yourself to, you know, experience, like, dang, I didn't know this part of me. And it's just like, universe say, it's always been there. We just had to guide you to it through the situations that you're going through. So when you're allowing yourself to make those brave choices, it's just like, you know, with me, it felt really good, but, you know, that emotion is still there when it comes to a lot of different things, but it's okay. You know, it takes time for that to happen, but it's just that big part is over the hump, you know, and you get that way. So it's just like, it's okay if you still hold feelings about different things and you're still allowing yourself to heal. It's okay. You know, as long as you take that power back, you good. You really good. And it's, I mean, not every day is going to be a good day. There's going to be different challenges that you're going to go through. But allowing yourself to coast through it and say, you know what, God, I don't understand it, but I know I got to trust it because you're leading me towards that. You know, trust within yourself, trust that he's doing something. Now, it'd be different if the, you know, like Ralph Smart say, the cat down the road or your next door neighbors try to tell you to do something. That'll be a different story, because sometimes man will disappoint you in the worst kind of way, you know. But if God and universe is doing that, and it's just like, a lot of times you'll see it through like social media, or you may be hearing somebody talk about it in an ad, or, you know, revenue, you know, especially if you do YouTube, you see a lot of different things that maybe, you know, it's like, hey, should I do it? Next thing you know, boom, you hear somebody talking about it, or you see a subject about it, a video, or even a post about it. And it's just like, right now, so much stuff is going on where universe is separating ourselves from all that chaos that's going on, just for you to get in, and you're creating your own circle of peace. You know, not allowing yourself to get dragged into every, you know, things that's just holding you back and, you know, keeping you in a situation longer than you need to be. So it's allowing you to move towards that where you're focusing more about yourself. So I hope you were able to resonate with that. Like y'all, I told y'all, I apologize for being emotional. I hate crying, but it be a lot of time I'm like, oh, why you want me to talk about it? Just go through it. You'll get it in a minute. All right. But anyways, I would love to give a post notification. Shout out to JL. Thank you for stopping by. What is this? RJL Driver Lopez. Much love to you. Welcome to the fam. And Black Marshmallow, much love to you. And Play IND. Thank you and welcome to the fam. And Mighty Robs and Wildflower Storm, much love to you. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Please, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below, and as well as my link to my podcast that I also do. What else? Oh yeah, I will be starting support group on Mondays and Fridays, 8 o'clock my time. And I'll make sure I'll put a post out like that, but either between 30 minutes to an hour, like, hey, we're doing support, on different things. If I can remember, I'll try to put like down the different things that's going to be talked about, so you'll know. Or if you want to add, which things that you want to talk about before I even start, that'll be well for you to be able to do right there. You can just put it in the comments on the community post. And it'll probably be like for 30 minutes to an hour, so it won't take up your day, especially it's like on a Friday you want to unwind, and it's a good way to do it, because I know a lot of people say, Roz, when I come in, I just probably need to just uplift and leave a laugh, and I always get that when I'm interacting with you, and I feel so much better when I leave, and that really speaks to the soul to me, and that's the reason why I love doing my videos, because there's a lot of people that say I can really relate to the things that I speak on, and it's just like, it's not about an ego thing or trying to boost me up, but a lot of times they're guiding me to be a certain way or do things or speak about certain things, because there's a lot of times that we deal with a lot of things and we keep to ourselves. So it's really good when I can be able to bring out something that somebody truly needed at that time in that way. So it makes me feel very blessed to be able to do that. It makes me feel honored that I can be able to be chosen for the purpose that I move forward in. So, I'm gonna start doing that. If it does well, I'll start doing it 3 days a week, and I'm not going to stop doing my chat. I just haven't been really feeling the urge to do it right now. So, but, and you never know, it may start back up next week. I don't know. I don't want to, say one thing and do another, but we'll just go from there and see what it's doing. But yeah, I'll start doing that. At least posting it up, 30 minutes to an hour ahead of time, and be able to do that, and and see how that goes. And I'm hoping it really works out. I was led to do that, so just let it unfold how it is. But yeah, I hope whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, I almost said marinate. When you want to manifest into your life, I hope it comes. I will place a vibe. I ain't even gonna say hope. I know it's going to be so much bigger and better than you ever expected, and you're going to get it sooner than you ever anticipated as well. Even through social distancing, please make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You just never know. All those things can really take you a long way. And you'll see me on my next video. Much love to you. Namaste. Peace.